The boys asked, "Who has come for us?" "Odumodu, it is here." A giant wind swooshed across the village, uprooting the roofs from the huts, followed by a great storm, a frightening lightning, and a deafening thunder. The villagers came out of their huts and scampered around in fear, not knowing which direction to go. Suddenly, a figure began emerging from the shadows. It had the figure of a giant human, the eyes of a dragon, and the breath and the claws of a kraken. It rose above the village, its figure overwhelming and sight frightening. The villagers screamed in fear as they ran helter-skelter, looking for a place to hide. "Run to the Abreba forest! Run to the forest and save yourselves!" the town crier announced. All the villagers ran towards Abreba forest. If you are new to my channel, welcome to Folktales by Eberry, where we share amazing African folktales. Consider subscribing to join the community, and you will not regret it. To my old and returning subscribers, thank you so much for sticking with me this far. Now, let us delve into this amazing story. Once upon a time, in the land of Umuike, there was a very strict rule never to go into the forest on Nkwo Day. The Nkwo Day was a day for all traders and artists from all across the land to come together at the Nkwo Island to showcase their goods and crafts, buy and sell. No one was allowed to enter the farm or go fishing. It was a rule passed down generations, and everyone complied without a valuable reason. But there was one more thing. According to legend, the Nkwo Day wasn't just any trade exhibition day. It was a day that the spiritual guardian of the land comes out to feast. No one ever saw it, and those who did never lived to tell the story. Mr. and Mrs. Amadi ensured to sound this warning very clearly into the hearts and heads of their three sons, Obinna, Nnanna, and Emeka. Their boys loved the outdoors more than anything, and Mrs. Amadi feared that one day their exuberance would lead them into the forest. She prayed fervently that it never happened. "Come and take your food, Obinna," Mrs. Amadi called out to one of her sons. "Call your brothers to come and eat," she shouted. But the boys were already out of earshot, their laughter echoing as they made their jolly way into the bush to hunt for mushrooms with other children. When they were tired, they went out to have a cool bath in the stream under the blazing sun. They were having so much fun that they lost track of time. When they got home, their father was waiting outside with a long stick. Their mother stood akimbo, with her eyes blazing with anger. "Where are you coming from? Since morning you left this house," their parents scolded. The children apologized, and they were allowed into the house and given dinner. "Make sure you wash those plates after eating and sharpen your matches and hoes for tomorrow's harvest. We have to harvest a lot of food for the exhibition at Nkwo Island in 2 days," their mother said to them. "We are going to the farm tomorrow," Emeka asked. "No, we are going to the farm next year," their mother hissed and went to bed. "Obi, I'm not sure I want to go to farm tomorrow," Nana hissed. "I don't even know why mommy didn't give birth to girls who would be joining her to the farm. Why do we always have to follow her?" He grumbled. "I don't want to go anywhere. My own problem, is that exhibition. I wish there was a way I could escape it. I'm tired of all this boring tradition, Obinna replied. It's not even like there is any supernatural being in that forest. It's all just a legend. Whoa, let me sleep, I beg. They blew out the lamp and turned in for the night. The next day, the three boys grudgingly followed their parents to the farm. On their way, they saw a huge tree full of dry fruits, and they were so excited to pluck it, but their mother stopped them. "We have so much to do today," she said. The boys were very sad. When they got home from the farm, they were very tired and hungry, but this did not stop them from talking about the forest fruits. "I hope no one will find that tree, so I can go back and pluck those fruits," Emeka said as they lay on the bed. "Do you think we are the only ones that went to farm today? Other people will surely see that fruit," Nana replied him. Their mother came into the room just then. "Ready the basket and mats that you have made. We will leave tomorrow by first light so that we can secure a very good spot at the Nkwo Island," she announced and left. "Oh, this exhibition again," Obioma grumbled. "I just want to disappear from this house." Emeka's eyes lit up. "Maybe we can sneak out to the forest at the first crow tomorrow, so we can pluck those fruits. That way, we will have enough goodies to munch at the exhibition, and it wouldn't be so much boring for us." "Wow, Emeka, you have sense so," Nana and Obinna agreed. The three boys went to bed with their well-crafted plan. The next morning at first light, Mrs. Amadi woke up to ready the boys. "Nana, Obinna," she called, but she didn't receive any response. "Emeka," she screamed, but no one answered. She grabbed a bucket of water and an oil lamp and went into the boys' room and found it empty. "Emeka, Obinna," their mother kept calling. "Nani, did you send the boys on an errand?" Mrs. Amadi asked her husband. "No, are they not inside their rooms?" "They are not even inside the compound," Mrs. Amadi replied. "Then they must have gone to one of their friends' home. You know it's Nkwo Day. These kids like to go to the island together," Mr. Amadi said. But his wife was not truly satisfied with the reply. She went back into their room and looked around, as if searching for something. She went outside and entered the kitchen. She looked around the kitchen and discovered that their cutlass and farm bags were missing. Something was not right. "Chineke biko mekwara m ebere n'ebe ụmụaka ndị a nọ," she whispered a silent prayer. "Nani, these children went out with their cutlass and bags though," Mrs. Amadi complained to her husband. "Oh, nwanya, ka ihe na-enyere m nsogbu," Mr. Amadi grumbled. "I told you these boys have gone to see their friends, and they will likely go to the island together as they always do." "Okay, oh," Mrs. Amadi threw her hands up in defeat and went inside to prepare her goods for the Nkwo exhibition. Inside the forest were the three boys, Obinna, Nana, and Emeka, having the time of their lives on the eye-catching forest fruits. "Obi, I thought you said that others will pluck the fruits," Emeka laughed as he filled his mouth with the ripe fruit. "I'm so happy that nobody plucked it though. At least our journey here wasn't for nothing," Obinna replied. They filled their bags to their satisfaction. I think it's time for us to go home. I'm very sure that Mama has woken up since, Nana said, and the boys agreed. They set out on the lonely road back home. As they walked back home, telling stories and cracking jokes on the way, a sudden breeze swooshed across them, carrying a giant devil dust which carried the boys away into another area of the forest. The three boys suddenly found themselves swimming inside the stream. Chineke! Chineke! Obi! How did we get here? Emeka shouted. Obinna and Nnanna looked at each other in complete shock. I don't know how we entered inside this water. Oh. We are on our way home, right? Yes, now, yes. We finished packing the fruit and entered Ojoma bush, which is the road to our village, Emeka said. Hey, this is very strange, oh. This is strange, Nnanna whispered, fear evident in his eyes. Please, let's leave this place. Let's leave this place, he urged his brothers. As the boys struggled to leave the water, which felt as if it was drowning them, a giant hand dipped its hand into the water and picked the boys out, dropping them into a muddy quicksand on another area of the forest. The boys screamed in fear as they struggled to crawl out of the quicksand. They held each other's hand and fought a long battle until they were able to free themselves. Emeka, did you see that hand? Hey, Emeka, there is something evil inside this forest. There is something evil. We have to run for our lives. Obinna yelled and took to his heels. The boys followed suit in a horse race, their matches and bag of fruits all left behind and forgotten as lives were at stake. They kept running in circles but never seeming to burst out at any major path. Hey, Obi, we've been here before now. I've seen this tree before. Nana panted as they stopped at the very same spot for the third time. But why are we coming back to the same tree again now, eh? Emeka queried fearfully. There is something evil lurking in this forest. I can feel it. I can feel it, Obinna said. Do you remember what today is? The boy looked at each other in surprise. You see, that's the reason why there's nobody in this forest. Today is Unko Day and nobody comes into the forest. Hell, Chimo, but the legend is not true now. It's just an old story. Emeka cried. I wish it was truly a story. I really wish, because I can actually feel something strange around us. I think that this Odumodu is real low. I think it's real. He whispered in fear, and the boys took to their heels again as a strange-looking dwarf suddenly emerged out of the bush and chased them in a hot pursuit. Nani, I'm ready, yo, Mrs. Amadi called out to her husband. These children are not back yet, she said to herself. Have the boys not returned yet? Mr. Amadi asked as he grabbed his raffia hat and palm brooms. That is what I was just saying just now. So how will they sell their work if they don't take it to the market? As they were busy discussing, the three boys rushed into the compound. Where are you coming from now? Where are you coming from since morning? Their mother shouted. The boys were heaving and pouting and couldn't even respond. Answer the question right now! Their father barked at them. Mama, Papa, yes, their parents answered. Talk! Papa, we are so sorry that we disobeyed you. Papa, we went to give Nene Adobe some coconuts, which we plucked yesterday. Emeka cut in right before Nnanna could spill the deadly secret. So after all my warnings about not visiting that blind witch, you still went ahead and disobeyed me, eh? Odemma, their mother replied. So where are the matches and bags you went out with? Did you also give them to Nenegi Adobe? Their father asked sarcastically. The boys looked at each other, not knowing what to say. Ekene, our friend, borrowed it from us. He will return it in the evening. Emeka finally spoke up. The boys sighed in relief, silently thanking him for thinking very fast and saving them. Odenomano, go inside and grab your food and goods for sale. We are already late, their father ordered, and the boys went inside. Why did you lie to Mama? Obinna asked as soon as they were alone. So you actually wanted to tell her where we really went? Do you know what would have happened if we told them the truth? Emeka is right, Nana agreed. Nobody goes to the forest on Nkwo Day. If anyone finds out we broke the tradition, it won't be funny. Let this be our own secrets. The boys agreed to keep the secrets, and they ate their food and later joined their parents and others on the road to the Nkwo exhibition. Life returned to normal as days passed, and the boys gradually forgot there were ever an incident that almost claimed their lives. They resumed being the good, obedient children of Mr. and Mrs. Amadi of Obigwe community. Until one night. One night, thunder struck. It wasn't just the kind of thunder that struck when it rained, as there were no rain. Mrs. Amadi woke up and found the doors and windows opened. I shut these doors before going to bed now, she thought to herself. Grumpily, she stood up and shut them tightly as the thunder struck again. Is it raining? Mazi Amadi grumbled from his sleep. No, Nani, she replied. It's really strange, she muttered and went back to bed. As she drifted into sleep once again, she heard the faint sound of a creaky door, and she opened her eyes to find the windows and doors of their huts open once again. Fear gripped her to her bones as another rolling thunder struck right in front of their huts. Then it dawned on her. All the stories her grandmother had told her, which she wished were never true, but feared just as much, came flashing through her eyes. The thunder, the opening of doors and windows, the creaky wood sound, all pointed to one thing and one thing only. Odumodu has been awakened. But what could awaken the ancient god this way? She wondered fearfully. Then it dawned on her. My children! She screamed. What kind of terrible noise is this, Bikono? Are you sure it's not raining? Mr. Amadi woke up from his sleep. Nani, ihe kariri nte, hachukwitela nte o, she replied and rushed off into the boys' room. Mrs. Amadi woke up her sons and began questioning them frantically. Where did you go on Nkwo Market Day? Where did you really go? Mr. Amadi, their father, joined them in the room. The boys looked at themselves in fear, as their mother's expression was anything but friendly. Please, my children, don't lie to us. Tell us the truth. Where did you go that very morning? They pleaded. Papa, Mama, we went to the forest to pluck that fruit that we saw that day we were going to the farm, Obinna replied. Hey! Their mother placed her hands on her head and cried, Their father covered his mouth as if to stop himself from screaming. Mama, what is it now? Papa, are we in trouble? Emeka asked in fear. It is here. It has come for you. Who, Mama? Who, Mama? The boys asked. Who has come for us? Odumodu. It is here. A giant wind swooshed across the village, uprooting the roofs from the huts, followed by a great storm, a frightening lightning and a deafening thunder. The villagers came out of their huts and scampered around in fear, not knowing which direction to go. Suddenly, a figure began emerging from the shadows. It had the figure of a giant human, the eyes of a dragon, and the breath and the claws of a kraken. It rose above the village, its figure overwhelming and sight frightening. The villagers screamed in fear as they ran helter-skelter, looking for a place to hide. Run to the Abriba forest! Run to the forest and save yourselves! The town crier announced. All the villagers ran towards Abriba forest. Mr. Amadi and his family ran away with the villagers. This horror happened day and night for 7 days until it calmed. The king of Obigo community summoned the villagers to the palace to find out who resurrected the old deity of their ancestors. Everyone denied it. The king then summoned the Ezemwo to consult the oracle. The Ezemwo consulted the oracle, and it revealed that the 3 sons of Mazi Amadi were responsible for the chaos that had befallen the land. "Seize them!" the king ordered, and his guards seized the boys. According to the tradition of our ancestors, you will be prepared to go back into the forests on an Nkwomake day chosen for you by the oracle to meet the Odumodu. There your fates shall be sealed, said the Ezemwo. The guards took the boys away as their parents wept bitterly. "Oh, Omumo, my children! Oh, my children!" Mrs. Amadi wept, but the guards sent them away and dispersed the villagers from the palace. At this point now, so many questions to be asked. What is going to happen next? If you were the parents of those boys, what are you going to do? Can you predict the story? Share your thoughts in the comment section. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so you will be aware when the next part of the story will be available. Also check out other videos on this channel, and I promise you won't regret it. And until we see in my next video, remain blessed.